Was Studer.
There must be something in the world.
Why is it so dead?
Just watch me go. Be ready, I'm coming for you. My body just felt it, I knew. Tonight is the start of something new. The way you dance makes me wanna get down and show you that we can be going up to. I swim on the this beat like crazy. Move it, let's rock it, rock it. We can even pop it, pop it. Tonight is on. Move it, let's rock it, rock it. We can even pop it, pop it. Tonight is on. Girl, step into the party, come and move your body. To be my honey, oh 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 oh. Boy, step into the party, come and girl, move your body. To be my shorty, oh 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 oh.
Yo, what's good, Mortal? I'm good. Thanks for asking though, Brooklyn.
You're holding on to
Let's watch some YouTube videos. Don't hear shit. Why can't I hear anything? What's going on?
Today we're going to look at some I got the time today. Charlotte in the house. Look, my people out there. I'll be back soon. Buffalo, Utah in the house. BK, Cali. Look, man, we got people from.
stayed in the Vatican for 17 minutes before leaving. Pope Francis, who is 88 years old, has always been critical of the stance of former U.S. President Donald Trump on the immigration issue. After the meeting with Vance, the Pope said in his Easter speech how much contempt people sometimes have for the vulnerable, the marginalized, and immigrants. Pope Francis' remarks and his behavior towards Vance are undoubtedly the greatest insult to Trump.
Now check this out. What did y'all say? What did he pass from? He had pneumonia, and y'all know how that gets. Who else had pneumonia? Put some more.
In his garage. They're talking about this man. You're about to see him highlighted on your screen momentarily, on the far left of your screen. He's in the background or left-hand side of your screen. He is called the Mystery Man. He's the mystery handler, actually. We don't dabble in conspiracy theories on this program, but we ask this question. Who is he? Hold on a sec. If he's actually a member of the Secret Service detail guarding Hillary Clinton, why is he touching her? Because he did. He came up on the stage the other day, put his arm around her, and then said, keep talking. Surely that is not the... Look, he's doing it. Keep talking, keep talking. Touching her. That's not what the Secret Service is supposed to do, is it?
Elfin is not going to do phony makeovers to please others. So knowing you don't want to engage in phony makeovers, give us 3 words that is the real Hillary Clinton. Just 3.
Just 3? I can't possibly do that. I mean, look, I am a real person.
This is scary.
Now, when you think about it, that's just diabolical, right? I see somebody say that's absolutely diabolical. I'm not telling y'all what to believe, but that's absolutely weird to me, y'all. Absolutely weird. And guess who used to work with these people? You know, the people that stand on the side of the steps when they walking down the red carpet off the plane? I ain't gonna tell you what to believe, but look, man, we back in this joint. Let's get it.
You ever heard about the prophecy of the popes? It's a 12th century prophecy hidden in the Vatican's archives. You know, the library that's said to contain the deepest secret of the world. It claims to list every pope from the year 1143 right up to, guess who? Pope Francis, our current pope. But here's the terrifying part. It just stops right there. No pope after him, only 2 words. Judgment Day. Yeah, it sounds dramatic, but it just started getting weird. Inside St. Paul's Basilica, there's a spot for every pope's portrait, circling the sanctuary.
The Pope is then buried at St. Peter's Basilica unless he is requested to be buried.
Put the pieces together on your own. Oh.
Sepsis and necrosis of your genitalia and appears to eat away at it before basically unaliving you. And
of air currents intertwined with the Gulf Stream. It would have severe impacts on the climate in North Atlantic region. It would also have freezing temperatures brought to
in New York. What researchers are saying about a possible link to climate change. Here's ABC's Jacqueline Lee.
It lurks in warm waters and raw shellfish, and tonight officials are sounding the alarm about Vibrio vulnificus, a flesh-eating bacteria that's killed 5 people in Florida and 3 in New York and Connecticut so far this year. According to researchers, the Northeast cases may be linked to warmer waters due to climate change.
It's been coming up the northeastern seaboard, probably because of warming of the Gulf Stream and as a consequence of climate change, global warming.
Symptoms of Vibrio include nausea, vomiting, upset stomach, cramps, and fever.
It's rare, but when it occurs, it's serious.
The state of Florida has had 26 confirmed cases of Vibrio vulnificus so far this year, 5 of them resulting in death. And in Connecticut, officials say 3 patients became infected since July. 2 had open wounds and went into the Long Island Sound. The 3rd ate raw oysters from an out-of-state establishment.
Lindsay, health experts say the best way to reduce the risk of infection is to stay out of the water if you have an open wound or cut or are immunocompromised. Lindsay.
Some good advice there, Jacqueline. Thank you.
Quick update, guys, before I go. But I'm going back to the hospital throughout the night. It got worse. It got way worse. So I'm going back. I'm honestly kind of nervous. So we'll see what they're gonna do. I will keep you guys updated and let you guys know. Go grab my Discord link tree, my IG. That'll help stay updated. But
just the swelling.
I love you guys, and I will hopefully be live later. We'll see. I don't know what's gonna happen. Love you.
I thought I'd answer a few questions. There's some new people in the comments. The bacteria that has infected the skin around my eye is called necrotizing fasciitis. It is a flesh-eating bacteria. I have no idea how I came across this bacteria, but I am.
Shots team up with some loaded billionaires for one last Hail Mary. They build this massive underground city under the Colorado Rockies. They call this Survival Bunker Paradise, and it's bigger than anything humans have ever built before. The blue sky and fluffy clouds, just a giant screen. That blazing sun, a huge spotlight. The weather's all fake, controlled by humans. Paradise has got it all. Shopping districts, cultural spots, schools. It's like they Xeroxed a whole city and stuck it underground. The ecosystem's run by some seriously high-tech gear, and machines do all the heavy lifting when it comes to making stuff. Everyone in Paradise wears these special wristbands for everything. Buying stuff, unlocking cars, you name it. With life so cushy and convenient, crime's pretty much non-existent. They've never had a single murder until now, 3 years in, when the president gets off in his own pad. The kill
called a geomagnetic storms that can cause radio blackouts. The Earth's inner core has stopped spinning and may actually be reversing the direction of its rotation.
Boy, I remember I was stationed in Kuwait. Boy, they left me out there for like 9 months, y'all. Look, and look, I used to be like on post. I used to be at like a fence by myself, and this shit would happen right here, y'all. Diabolical, bro. I used to hate being out there. I'm telling you. How many of y'all actually watched the Paradise? Look, the thing that's gonna happen, I'm gonna go ahead and ruin it for everybody on here. Look, I don't care if you ain't seen it. Look, man, it's a damn volcano. Shit gonna blow up, man, and we gonna build. We gonna show y'all. But look, they showing everything in these movies. Are y'all in the belief system of thinking that they're telling us what is to come or what is a possibility of what's to come? We already done seen what floods happen in places where floods are not even supposed to happen, like in the mountains. Asheville, a part of the world where I'm from. The rain stayed on top of the mountains. Do you know what's on those mountains? Cobalt and all the other things that they need for what, like technology and stuff, right? Are they doing something to the weather? I can't say everything on the internet. Look, y'all ain't about to get me murked. I got shit to do in my life. You feel me? I don't know shit. I'm just on here talking for entertainment purposes. But look, all the rain and shit happen, right? Them floods ain't no joke. People think because the floods gonna happen, oh, I know how to swim. I'm Michael Phelps. Yeah, you gonna get your ass ripped up. That's what's gonna happen. But they're gonna need to mine that stuff. But what are we moving into, y'all? We're moving into what? A digital age, a new like it's always something. The world is not coming to an end. It's gonna be a reset and a cleanse. You're gonna start to see catastrophes happen everywhere. You just gotta be prepared. You know what I'm saying? That's it. But look, let's keep going though. But the wave in that Paradise series ain't no joke. You're not gonna survive that. It's over. Just go ahead. Don't run, nigga. Like just stand there. It's over. if that happened, like.
Bunyi kali sangat tadi nak.
But don't be afraid though, because really, look, man, you got to believe in yourself. A lot of people live life in fear. I don't. I'm going to have fun while I'm here. That's why I'm always cracking jokes and having fun. But at the same time, you have to pay attention to what's happening around you and just know that you are one of the protected ones, though, for real, for real. I feel like wherever I go, nothing's going to happen to me. I have my own atmosphere around me. I have my own vibe when I'm around. Nobody can interrupt that. But yeah, let's keep going though. My bad.
Oh, kasihan je batu yang dibawanya mah.
Or volcanoes. Boy, I remember, man, when we moved to North Carolina, man, our AC went out. Boy, we used to have to lay in our drawers and lay on the floor and just hope to survive it, man. AC was out for a whole summer. Hell nah. Hell nah.
Today is April 21st, 2025. Here's your Shimmer Residence update and daily energy report. All right, let's check out the 3-day view. As you can see here, we are getting blasted as we speak. So this is the energies pouring in the past 24 hours. As you can see here,
At first, there was no M5. And then in 1984, BMW decided to put the engine out of the M1 supercar into the 5 Series, and everything changed. Suddenly there was an M5, and it was an immediate and long-lasting contender for the best all-rounder. It was sleek, it looked good in a discreet way. It was practical, and it was fast. Subsequent evolutions and iterations of the M5 have captivated the hearts of motoring enthusiasts across the world. They always have. That tempting package, you can have everything in one car. And now there's a new version. And look at it. It's enormous. What's happened? It's as heavy as it looks. It weighs 2.5 tons. That's the same as a Ford F-150 Super Crew pickup, and that's the American full-fat lardy pickup, not one of those slightly more svelte European ones. It's embarrassing. It's like one of those cruel clickbait pictures of a supermodel who's put on a bit since the end of their career 40 years ago. You don't want to look at it. It's wrong. What's happened to it? Don't get me wrong, it hasn't become big and slow. It is not slow, it is very, very fast. There is an awful lot going on under the surface for it to control that weight, that bulk. It is incredibly good at going fast. But here's the thing. Physics is cruel, implacable, imperturbable, relentless. It never gives up. Physics doesn't do you a favor. Physics just does physics. And this car, at 2.5 tons, pressing on, is in a constant battle with physics. There's stuff going on under the surface all the time. Clever things using computers and clever suspension and traction control to stop me flying off into the scenery, which is impressive and amazing, but there's no sense of achievement, is there? I'm not doing anything to get it round here other than saying, can we go over there, please? I might as well be steering it with a joystick, frankly. Driving this fast is like being caught up in a battle between physics and a supercomputer. It's all going on, but I'm not contributing anything. It's a bit like being in a cage with two fighters going at it hammer and tongs to the death. It's exciting, but I'm not really part of it, am I? I think that makes me the referee, and who the bloody hell wants to be the ref? The other thing about this car that has grown along with its bulk is the price tag. This one, which is pretty heavily spec'd, I'll grant, £135,408 for an estate car. That's also funny. This car is a gigantic 2.5-ton bag of laughs. I mean, it's not for me, but I hope it's for somebody because I want to see one. I want them to be in the world. I like fast estates, I really do. 1995, Volvo launched the 850 T5R estate. It had about 240 brake, turbocharged, 5-cylinder engine, 0 to 60, around about 6 seconds. And it was funny, it came in a range of lurid colours. I was working at Renault at the time, spending a lot of time at British Touring Car Championship races with the Laguna. Volvo pitched up with their estate car and raced that, and it was just hilarious. Visions of the Labrador and Uwellis being squidged against the rear window when it accelerated. I loved that car. But it weighed 1.5 tons. This weighs 2.5 tons. This, though, does this car have a sense of humour? Is it funny? Or is it too serious? Is it too nerdy? Is it a car that will be introduced to friends of the owner, if they're like-minded, as the G99 chassis version of the M5 Touring, and they will gasp and be amazed, and I never ever want to meet them? Or does it have a sense of humour? I'm starting to think maybe it does. I mean, it weighs the same as 10 female elks, 6 grand pianos, actually the same as the average concrete single-bay garage. And 0 to 60 in 3.5 seconds in something that weighs as much as the garage it lives in. That's funny. It just is. I'm a bit concerned I might be neglecting my civic duty. If I take the same corner more than 3 times in this, all the tarmac will end up ruckled up against the other side. See, I'm going to squish all the tarmac over there now. It weighs 2.5 tons, but it can hit 60 from a standing start in 3.5 seconds. That's faster than a Porsche 959 or a Ferrari F50. I mean, sure, they're not modern cars, but come on. For something weighing this much, that is, well, it's more than impressive, it's hilarious. Something else I like, and that's kind of funny, it's snubbing its nose a little at the virtue signalers, because it's hybrid. It's got an electric motor, yeah, sure. And it, together with the 4.4 litre turbocharged V8, puts out a combined 730 horsepower. And this is where it gets really funny. This is a belly laugh. 1,000 Newton meters of torque. Those are the figures you need if you're going to move 2.5 tons of car as quickly as this. I mean, that is, come on, that is hilarious. It makes no sense. But then, if you ever watched Jonah Lomu play rugby, that made no sense. I met him once, and when he shook my hand, everybody in the room laughed because I simply disappeared into his hand and just my feet stuck out and he shook me up and down. He was enormous, but devastatingly fast on the pitch. There's something about it. Can't really tear into this car and get all indignant because, well, if BMW set out to make a big, fast, heavy, hybrid estate car, they absolutely have. It had to involve computers, it had to weigh this much. It's a hybrid. And as what it is, it's extraordinarily good at it. It makes no sense. A car this big and this heavy shouldn't need or be able to go this fast. It's like a cruise liner that goes like a jet ski. And come to think of it, who wouldn't want one of those?
Last video and I'm gonna get off.
We've built a lot of cars here at Donut over the years, but which one is the best according to this man?
Well, I need to come clean. I wore this t-shirt today deliberately. Standard. Standard is sort of my thing. You modify cars.
Yes.
I return them to standard.
You might not like them. That's all I'm trying to say. You might not like them.
I keep an open mind.
Okay, thank you. And along the way, we're gonna find out what's going on with our fleet back here. I know you guys have been asking about them. We got some new stuff in the back too, at the very end. So let's get into it.
Well, I can tell you straight away, viewers, that this one is broken.
This is in progress. So first up, we got our high-low Zs. The first project cars on Donut. This one was built using very cheap parts. That one over there is built using very expensive parts. We wanted to see if spending more money was worth it.
You decided that the front bumper wasn't worth it.
Right. Now we've got a bash bar in the front for drifting.
Drifting?
You might also realize or recognize this is not a VQ35.
No, I did recognize that.
This is a LQ9 truck motor from a Chevy 1500 or Cadillac Escalade. It's got a lot of torque.
Has it?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, a lot of grunt in this thing. This is very, very easy to get sliding, not so easy to keep sliding.
I find that a lot.
Yeah.
And when you say cheap parts, do you mean second-hand stuff or?
So yes, this engine we got from a salvage yard, but you know, the things like the engine mounts and the suspension, that body kit on that car cost, I want to say like $3,000, whereas the one that was on the front here was somewhere around 500, I want to say. It was less than 1,000. Everything on here is cheap, but works.
Do you like 350Zs?
I do.
Okay.
When they're standard.
Yeah, this one's not.
I'm not a mad fan of drifting, if I'm honest.
Yeah.
It smells terrible.
Tire smoke is an acquired taste.
Yeah, it's not one that I've acquired even after many years. What?
Look, there's not a lot of room. We did try to so we just cut a little hole in the hood. I do want to revisit that.
I'm going to ask you a very important question.
Okay.
Does that wing do anything apart from look great?
No.
But it looks cool. Right. So this is the same thing but done with posh bits.
Yes, yes. So LS3 crate engine, I think it makes 450 horsepower. This car's been very temperamental over the years. We finally have it in a place where it will start up every time.
Nope, drive shaft broke.
That's right, we did break that. Yeah, Adam broke that.
It's weird that you say these things because the standard Nissan is a really, really reliable car.
Yeah, it's an amazing car.
You built this one after that one?
At the same time.
The exact same time.
But you clearly learned from that one because in this one the engine is inside the car, which has got that right, which is a massive advance. And I love your slogan, cars are pain, because that's absolutely true, isn't it?
This car, I think, embodies that the best.
When you buy a bunch of expensive parts, and with HiCar, when you start putting other expensive things in combination with already expensive, they don't like each other.
So you made it difficult for yourselves.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, that's fair enough.
Is that wait a minute. Who put a Dragon Ball shifter in here? How long has that been there?
I don't know. If you had to pick, which one would you take?
I think I'm going to go cheap components.
Really?
It's got a sort of honest, homespun, slightly knocked up.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know, I haven't got that much money to spare sort of vibe, which
exactly
I
what
sort
it
of
is.
quite admire.
Yeah. That's
Thank
kind
you.
of the glory of low team.
Thank you.
What is that?
This?
Yeah.
You want to know about my car, huh?
Yeah.
It's a Chrysler Imperial. It doesn't quite run right now.
Right. Do you know what I think would be quite cool with this? I'm speaking as an outsider, so you can tell me to sod off, but I think get that engine working really well. Anything else you need to do to make it run fabulously and reliably, but keep it looking like that.
Absolutely.
There's the goal.
Because that would be just tremendous.
Thank you.
If you watch Donut, then you know we love today's sponsor, Borla. Let's go. With their patented technologies, Borla exhaust systems deliver the perfect sound and cutting-edge performance. Every system is crafted from high-grade stainless steel. Designed in California, manufactured in Tennessee, Borla stands behind their American-made.
Oh.
This is one of our MX-5s, our Miata here. This is the Money Pit Miata, a track-focused build. We've got a roll bar, it's got super sticky tires, great suspension, pretty much anything that you could do to this car, our buddy Zach Job did to this car. We ran out of things to do with it pretty much. We got to the point where we're making it spit flames out of the exhaust. But this thing's making about 250 horsepower at the wheels. It's a very quick car.
So I had one of these actually years ago. It was actually a Mark II, so after they got rid of the pop-ups. And it was in many ways the perfect small roadster. I mean, it was powerful enough without being intimidating. It was beautifully balanced, fabulous gear change, excellent throttle response, all those things you want in a fun little car.
Yeah.
And you've spoiled it.
Well, it does all those things slightly, I mean, better is subjective, but it does make it quite faster.
Reliable.
And
it's been I mean, I'm actually surprised how I think out of all the cars here, it hasn't had too many issues. I mean, this is one that you could just fire right up and drive out of here.
This is the one that most people borrow on the weekends. So what is the current situation with the Money Pit Miata?
It is overboosting a little bit, giving it a little bit more spice on the top end. It's not terrible, and so we've chosen not to fix it.
Yeah.
Right. Would you ever think about painting what we would call the wings?
That is kind of the last thing that needs to be done to the Money Pit.
How about James Gin livery? Since, you know, that's why I'm here, really. But
James, you're in town to promote your gin.
James Gin, available from jamesgin.com.
See lights on there and a handmade bumper. This truck right here has really become the workhorse of Donut. We use it all the time for shoots. We'll load it up with a bunch of gear in the back.
You've embraced the accepted abbreviation here, because I used to have a Toyota and it was always the Yota.
That's right.
Or you can actually take it all the way down to just Yo.
I would love to.
We're not going to pop the hood because it's bone stock.
What, you mean almost as if Toyota know what they're doing?
Right, right.
Weird. This almost looks presentable. This looks complete. It's got shiny paintwork.
It's been recently waxed and detailed and everything like that.
Ugh. What's that?
This was a Ken doll. He's been sunburned a little bit.
Yeah, got a little bit of sunburn. Kind of an Easter egg.
So yeah, I mean, this thing, again, has a lot of very sophisticated off-roading equipment on it. It has the locking differential like we mentioned on Low Truck, but this is
on an air system.
It's an air pneumatic system.
And it's front and rear lockers. Yeah, so it's pretty much unstoppable in a lot of places. As long as it has the wheel articulation to go through it, it'll do it.
This is one of the best, I think, off-roaders I've ever driven.
Yeah.
Have you had the email from Toyota saying, hey, we'd love to do this to our production cars, can you send us the detail? I'm just going to stand back and have a look at it, because I'm not really a pickup kind of bloke. What I like about that, if I may say so, is you haven't overdone the wheels. The wheels are actually quite modest for a truck with that much lift. That's nice because you haven't, you know, gone mad. Yeah, I'm going to say that that's acceptable. I think that's quite tidy. You need to sort out the badging on this side because you haven't done it.
Yeah, it needs to be Yoda.
Wow, what's that?
Basically a golf cart.
Yeah, we bought this on Alibaba for $2,000, and then we shipped it to the U.S.
Which cost another $3,000 or $4,000.
Yeah, I think total it was around $8,000 for something we can't drive on the road. But then obviously we modified it and it does not work.
It comes under cute machinery.
Yes.
Doesn't it? A bit like a Japanese K car. I like it.
Not a single full weld. It's all tack weld.
So yeah, this is all this came like this. This was not our doing.
Oh, that's how it comes?
Yes.
Oh, sorry, I thought you'd done that.
No.
Unfortunately, this thing doesn't drive anymore because our buddy Henry was working on it and cut through the wiring harness.
That's risky.
Yeah.
Is he still with us?
Let's move on to a car that I actually really like. It's our E36 3 Series drift car. This started out as a rally car.
Everybody loves the E36.
Yeah.
What is it about the E36? I mean, I like them as a standard car.
I would say it's a very balanced and forgiving platform. When we had the original engine in there, it didn't have the most power in the world, but it was a car that you could get sliding pretty easily, but it let you kind of get away with making some mistakes when you're drifting. It's just a very well-balanced platform.
Yeah.
They look nice as well.
It used to fit a straight 6, and with that, we actually also put our own version of a straight 6, which is a 2J out of a Supra motor engine.
Right, let's have a look. Ooh,
yeah.
You've made use of all the available space.
That's right. Yeah, I mean, you can't really put anything more in here. This thing screams. It sounds amazing now. The power is there too. Adam, how much were you making?
So we made 600 horsepower to the wheel.
Wow.
And you'll notice we also put wide body fenders on here.
Looks like you fitted them with scissors.
Yeah. That would be the tire, yeah.
That looks very nice, though. You did a very nice job on that.
Thank you.
That's lovely. This is missing, so you'd lose points in a Concours for that, and this.
It's a really great car. It's one of my favorites here.
All right, up next we have the high-low WRXs. The orange is high car, the blue is low car. We took cheap parts, put it on this one, took expensive parts, put it on that one, and we got 2 time attack track cars that you can also drive on the street. So yes, these are street legal.
I like the color of this. I like the color of that as well, actually, but that's the cheap one.
Yes, this is the cheap one.
For the first time, the cheap one looks better.
High WRX is running 450 horsepower or something along those lines. It's got all the expensive parts. It's got a Garrett turbo. It's got a good radiator. We blew up a couple motors. This is 6, this is 7, right?
Right.
And we blew up the 5 speeds in both of them. But this one's really good and not broken.
I like the color scheme. I mean, it'd be nice if it was all the same orange.
When we wrap cars, the sun just destroys them.
And particularly the orange, too. I don't know what's been going on, but it's been really, it looked great a month ago, and now it's...
Well, you know, it's a weird thing, but orange paint, it would seem, fades quicker than others, because Honda had that problem with all their Repsol bikes. The orange paint goes pale. I do like these. I mean, I like a Scooby-Doo. I think they're great. But it's weird, back home, these have a reputation, the engines especially, for being essentially unburstable. And yet you've got through 7, I'm just going to say it because they don't want to, you've got through 7 engines
It's a
in
lot
one
different
car.
here. Everyone's going for a lot of power. It's a long story. I mean, I can run it down really quick for you.
I think I get the gist of it.
So this car currently is not running because we have an aftermarket intercooler system on it, and it was a little cheaper, and I think the flange was warped on the blow-off valve and it blew off at the track, so we need to get that replaced.
So apart from it not working, it's great?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
All right, this is our merch van right here. It's not too spectacular except for the suspension. We lowered it and put some racing wheels on it. Did like the kind of Japanese Dajibon style on this.
That looks pretty regular, pretty standard.
Yeah, it's cool.
It's got the standard V8 in it. We did a little bit of fun things to the exhaust.
So have you done that?
We put a valve on the exhaust right after the cat so that it just dumps it out the side. So when we want to be loud, we can be loud. And when we don't need to be loud, it's quiet as a mouse.
It's only what Ferrari does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's good. Good colour as well. I'm doing a quick tot-up of all the cars we've looked at. So it's, so far, one of them's working.
True.
The Tacoma's working.
The Tacomas.
Oh, and the van.
On to the next one that works.
Well, it's a Honda, of course it works. Even with the attention of you guys, it still works. That's a measure of
Well, we love this car. We're trying to take really good care of it.
So this Civic right here, we approached with the mindset of just buying some of the most ridiculously overpriced parts available for a Civic and putting them all in one car. This car cost us originally $500. I love this car. It's
Do you find with these things that you start off with a, noble intentions and a good idea?
Yeah.
I mean, the idea of taking an essentially very excellent car, this Honda, as you say, perfectly balanced, very, very well engineered and thought out, and then you think, I'll tweak it a bit. So you usually start with something on the suspension or the wheels.
Yes.
And then you get a bit sort of consumed by it, and then you go a bit too far, maybe.
The point of no return with this car, I think, was the ITBs right here. With that stock manifold that was on the K20. It started up great. You never had to worry about warming it up or anything like that. And it was just a turnkey, take anywhere, do anything kind of car. Now, it's just not the same.
Do you think you need someone in your organization whose job is simply to come in and say, enough?
I will say, we did stop ourselves from turbocharging this car, which I think would have made it even worse.
Have you thought of producing like a really definitive book for enthusiasts? It's called something like How to Make Your Car Worse by Donut.
Yeah, I mean, we thought that's a really good idea, actually.
Yes!
I mean, I'd read that.
Yeah.
I mean, that'd be fantastic. You can start with pictures of these as you bought them or as they're supposed to look, when they came out of the factory.
It's a good idea, James.
How we f***ed it up by Donut. It's good, though. I mean, it's very admirable. It's very, I mean, this is unique.
I think you would enjoy driving this one. It's a very... Well, instead of buying an Aventador, James, we bought...
Oh, wow.
This guy right here.
I can see you were on the horns of a dilemma. Aventador...
Or this, that's right.
Well, I have difficulty with this because these were sold in Britain, and it's a very, very unpopular and very widely mocked car.
Yeah, same here.
I mean, mainly because it was seen... I don't want you to take this the wrong way, but it was seen as a car for British people who wished they were American and lived in LA in the 1950s.
Alright, that's it for now. Thanks for watching.